Okay, I'll bring everybody in. I'm Judge Person. I'm actually going to deal with a sound issue first. I'm having a little sound issue. Okay, so I do welcome everybody to court this morning, and I'm going to be a little redundant as I see people's audio connect, and it looks like people are connected. So I do want to welcome everybody to court. This morning we have pre-trials scheduled. We don't have regular open court cases scheduled, so I'll just be moderating the meeting. And Mr. Matson, Mr. Swain, I'm going to go ahead and have y'all go on into a breakout room. Mr. Swain, can I hear you?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Matson, can I hear you?
Good morning, Judge. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you, sir. I'll move y'all over to that meeting while I make announcements. So I do want to let everyone know just a handful of things as we're waiting. Mr. Matson, as you saw a moment ago, is actually the prosecutor for the city, which for those who don't know is the equivalent of a district attorney at the city level. And he is here by assignment through the city attorney's office for the city. And I am Judge Person, and I do welcome everybody to court this morning. And just a handful of things for those self-representing especially need to know that if you are, before your plea is accepted by the court, and technically this is a not guilty docket, so there's kind of some leeway there. But if you wish to meet with an attorney of your choice, you may do so. If you need some time to do that before you move forward with your case, let me know this morning just by saying, hey, Judge, I need some time and I'll reset your case. We have the right to counsel, but at the Class C level, it's a reset in order to meet with an attorney of your choosing in order to review the case with someone who would give you legal advice. So I will reset if you just let me know that that's what you're looking to do. And just the key words are I need some time is how people typically are going to present that to me at this point. Mr. Swain, Mr. Matson, I know there are two cases. I have two. One is the Chabra case. Can we check in on that case?
Your Honor, Mr. Swain and I have actually signed deferral paperwork on both cases, and I will be passing that to the court shortly.
Okay, great. Yeah, I saw one on the Lay case in the file, but I didn't have it back yet. So if I could get both signatures, I'm more than okay following the proposed order requests.
Those will be in Aaron's inbox in the next 5 minutes.
Okay, and then what we'll do, and if you'll send to Tracy, that would help. Unless you've already sent it. And the other thing I would say is, Mr. Swain, if I can send that once I've signed it to the email that we have on file, will that work for you?
Yes, Judge, that would be great.
Okay, thank you. We'll do that. Oh, Aaron brought them down, so we're good. Mr. Matson.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Aaron. She found them and already brought them down. So we've got those moving forward, and I saw them already. So here we go. I don't have dates yet. So I'll send back to you and to Mr. Swain. Okay, thank you, sir. You're excused without further request from the court.
Thank you.
Yes. Ms. McMahon, I'm going to go ahead and break y'all out as well. I'm just moving folks forward as quickly as possible. I know many attorneys have other places, other settings where they're trying to get to. So there y'all go. And I was paying attention as people logged in. I do have a request. Ms. McMahon has moved on over, Mr. Matson.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Miss Ellis, can you unmute?
Hello.
Hi, good morning. How are you, ma'am?
Morning. I'm okay.
You okay? Okay, are you all right?
Yeah. I'm
Okay. Miss Ellison, this was a single charge of no driver's license. And I don't know, but I had the impression, because my memory is that you have been sick, that you have had a lot of difficulty getting to the DMV to get your license. I remember we talked in your hospital bed, at one point. You were diligent
Yes,
enough
ma'am.
to call in from the hospital. And I think that the prosecutor is working with you in order for you to get your license. And I think that what you're telling me this morning, and I'll relay it to him, the message that you sent, because I think it came directly to me. So I'll let the prosecutor know that you've requested just some more time to try to get that done. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I don't think he's going to be impatient with you. Let's go ahead and have you check in with him about
Okay.
all the things that are going on, because I'm supposed to stay out of it for right now and remain neutral. I've known a little bit because I've had to work with you on, I know you've had illness, and I'm sorry that that's happened for you. But
Yes, ma'am.
he's going to meet with you very shortly. He's got a couple people he's also meeting with today, but we're moving right along. And so let's just give it a few moments. Can you stay on the call for a few minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I'll just I'll let him know also what you've asked about, okay? Before
Okay.
y'all go into your meeting. Mr. Mattson, Mrs. McMahon, are y'all ready to discuss the turning when unsafe charge against Nathan Hernandez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where are we with that?
If we could go ahead and just reset for 30 days so I can get discovery to Ms. McMahon, that'd be
Okay,
great.
that's not a problem. I'm gonna reset for Zoom if that's appropriate for you both.
Yes,
Sure.
it is.
That's a little shorter timetable. I can get that back on the docket as quickly as the 5th of March. Is that too soon?
Yes.
I thought it might be. Give me just a quick moment. Let me pull up the court's docket. So many folks, they need next available. So let me find what's next. Let's see. April 2nd is available. Will that work for both of you?
Yes.
That should be fine, Judge.
Okay, Ms. McMahon, we're gonna send that to the email that you used to log in today.
Okay.
Is that good for you?
Hmm.
Okay, we'll send that there for you.
Okay, thank you.
Do you need anything further before I let you go?
Nope.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
Mr. Mattson, you're moving forward with Robert Norton. And Mr. Norton, I'm going to move you into what is known as a pretrial meeting with the prosecutor. The prosecutor represents the state. He's, of course, not your attorney. You probably know that. This is an opportunity for both parties to kind of weigh in and decide which direction they want to go with their case. Also, if there are pretrial matters to discuss, y'all could do that at this point. The judge is not part of that meeting, and so I move y'all to a separate breakout room. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me move you over to that meeting.
I'll get the light on.
Okay. And I have hardly had time to even think about what we're doing this morning. It's moving very quickly, so that's good. And good morning, Mr. Deutsch. Is it Deutsch? Is that how you're saying it?
Yes, you really got it almost perfect. It's Deutsch.
Okay, yeah, Deutsch.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah. I actually speak it.
If my
So
name had been spelled Doych, my life would have been a lot easier. Instead of like boy, it's Deutsch.
Deutsch, yeah, Deutsch.
Easy peasy.
I believe he'll meet with you and then Miss Ellison. So we'll be moving along pretty quickly.
Thank you.
Most of my announcements are geared towards pro se litigants because Class C court is with a lot of that. And Miss Ellison has already heard it and you already know it, so I'm not going to take y'all's time with that.
Okay.
And y'all are just gonna watch me work, which is not very exciting. These are Mr. Swain's folders. Mr. Matson, let me see if I can get Mr. Norton back over. Okay, on the case involving Mr. Norton, where are we?
You're still muted, Ryan Matson.
Sorry about that, Judge. If we could get a reset for probably 30 days out, that'd be great.
That'll be fine. That's gonna be, what did we say again? Is it for Zoom?
I think Zoom is appropriate, Your Honor.
Okay, I think we said April 2nd. Mr. Norton, will that work for you?
Yeah, I can make that work.
Okay, then we will send that to the email that we use to set up today's meeting. Will that also work?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. We'll send that to you in the course of the morning.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Matson, Miss Ellison, is needing a little more time to work on things. She sent me a message and I'm just gonna let y'all have a quick discussion about that.
Is it regarding a continuance, Your Honor?
Yes.
I don't have a problem with that. I wanted to see if the court was going to allow it. If you're fine with that, then we can go ahead and reset now.
Okay, I'll work with her on what works best as far as her time, if that's acceptable to you.
It is.
Great, then I will move forward and I'll let you and Mr. Deutsch meet together. Mr. Deutsch represents the Vargas case.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Deutsch, I'll move you over to that breakout session. Okay, Miss Ellison, let's talk about what works for you. I know you've been working to try to get your license restored. I think that's, if I have a memory correct about that. And what kind of time frame are you looking at? What's going to really work? Let's give a solid, yeah. I know you've been trying. Sorry?
Possibly like another 2 weeks, because I have one set up on the 22nd.
Are you
Oh.
set up with DPS on the 22nd?
Yes, I had to keep resetting because people that said they were gonna do it, they never took me.
Right. That's been kind of the ongoing problem that's been
Yeah.
stressful for you. Okay, so why don't we do this?
Or
Right now, we are on the 22nd is the date that you think you might get it. And then let's go with the 19th of March, okay?
yes, ma'am.
Because I think that if you send it in, he'll be able to see it as well.
Okay.
And that might solve the problem. But log in unless you unless the case is fully resolved, okay? But
Yes,
we're gonna send you a reset. I guess we could just go with that April 2nd date if that's better.
Okay.
That'll give you a better window. But as soon as you get it, you can either bring it by the court
Or take a
Or-
picture and email it in?
You can email it in and we'll put it in your file.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Judge.
Yes, ma'am. Get better, and I hope you can get folks lined up for you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Me
Yes.
too.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, she's resolved. I just moved her to the April 2nd date because everybody else got that. So help me look at something. Pull up Tiffany Gill Smith. Now just pull up the FMFR case from 2017. And it says that they've updated her financial affidavit. But do the drop down menu. None of those had it. So and that's like what I have to review. Okay, if we could get an update on the Vargas case.
Your Honor, Mr. Deutsch and I have reached an agreement on terms of deferral.
Okay,
Those terms are going to be a 120-day period with a 6-hour course due by day 60 and payment of the fine within 30 days.
And total fine and search, everything is 254 total, right? 254?
Yes, sir.
And good.
okay, so the deferral will run with regular terms and conditions. In other words, no warrants, no additional offenses, no failures to appear, and the address stays current. The last date of those conditions would be June 19th. It's going to all be in writing, but I just want to make sure we're on the same page with the driver safety course due April 23rd and payment due March 21st. Is that acceptable to you both?
It is.
Yes.
Your-
Okay, so we'll get that over to you this morning, Mr. Deutsch, and if I could get a signature back today, that would be great.
Perfect.
Okay, then with that, you're good to go unless you have any further requests of the court.
Now, just a comment, which is that your navigation with the Zoom portal has been really excellent. I've seen so many that are poorly done and you just like go here or go there. The notices pop up just right. Perfect. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, we're really so glad to have this tool still because it's authorized just by agreement. But I think most of us, if we could get it resolved without driving in, we would do it. I mean, for heaven's sakes.
I don't want to get any tickets, right?
Yeah, exactly. That was funny. Okay, you're good to go. Thank you.
See you, Your Honor. Take care.